Okay, people, this is the weirdest UFO report coming from November 2014 that I can find. It came from Boston back on November 18th, 2014. And the person who saw the UFO said the following, quote unquote, I was finishing up classwork when I felt the sudden urge to look up meteors. I was reminded of the shower, and 10 minutes later I went out to see the Leonid's peak at 2 a.m. I was looking at the northeast horizon when a glimmering silvery object fluttered around the Big Dipper, or Ursa Major, and then turned into a loop above the Bunker Hill Monument before disappearing behind a thin wisp of low-flying clouds. The experience lasted no longer than 10 seconds. That is one strange UFO report. It moves erratically and loops around the Bunker Hill Monument. Definitely the fact that it turned in a loop is something that a lot of planes simply cannot do. To turn like this. I can't think of too many planes that can loop around something as thin as the Bunker Hill Monument in Charlestown, Massachusetts. I don't think a jet plane could do this. I'm not even sure a VTOL aircraft could pull this off. I think the only kind of thing that can pull this off is probably a plane doing aerial maneuvers, like the kinds you see at an air show, maybe. And even then, I'm not even sure it could be done. And it was moving so quickly. It only lasted 10 seconds, this report. So this thing did this. Could it have been a jet? Here's the interesting thing. This might have been an airplane, because the person did not mention whether this thing even emitted a sound. There's no mention of whether it made a sound or not. If he said it was silent, then definitely there's no way in hell this is an airplane. But right now, it's indeterminate whether it's a Class A due to this. I'm calling it a Class C because it could easily be an airplane too. Class C means it's explainable in some way, or has the possibility of being explainable if you really look into it closely. A Class A is just like completely unexplainable in every possible way. Class B is more than likely explainable. That's how the UFO classes here at MUPHART work. To me, this is definitely a Class C, probably, UFO report. Because I still think it's possibly an airplane, but at 2 a.m., that's the other thing I just thought of. That's really, really early in the morning for a air show air pilot, all by himself, to do maneuvers around the Bunker Hill Monument. Could it be a military test? I don't think they'd do it over non-military space. They'd probably do it in the middle of nowhere, not like in the middle of Boston. They'd probably do it in some remote area that nobody's looking at. So yeah, that's one UFO report I wanted to go into, and let me find another one that happened this month as well. If I can find it. This report is a little bit more mundane than the last one. The last one I thought was actually a lot more weird than it actually was when I read it closely, but this one, quote unquote, I saw a solid light from west to east with no sound at a high rate of speed afterwards. I could hear jets in the distance where it was headed, and it lasted 30 seconds. It was fast and quite solid light, no blinking lights like a plane. This one was seen on the 21st of November this year. It's star-like, according to this. Made no sound and moved insanely fast. This is probably a meteor. I hate to say it. I think this is something much more mundane than people are thinking. I don't think this is a UFO. I think this is just a meteor or something like that. Probably something mundane. Some aerial phenomena, more than likely. I don't think this is a UFO at all. It's just something that screams out explainable to me. So I'm calling this a Class D report. Probably just saw a fast meteor, more than likely. Don't think it's weird at all. And when I read it, I knew it right away because things like this are very explainable if you know what you're looking for. If you're knowledgeable about what the heavens are like I am, I actually figured out what different things look like in the sky at night to see how I can identify them later on. This definitely sounds like a meteor to me, honestly. So no, this is not a UFO. This is definitely a Class D or E UFO report of someone who didn't know what a meteor looked like and thought UFO. And just because there are jets heading in that direction doesn't mean anything. That could be a complete coincidence. It said it was silent, but meteors don't make noise, so it didn't mention anything about it moving erratically, which is what I would say it would be a UFO report if it did do that. No plane-like lights doesn't mean much. A lot of things don't have plane-like lights. Although, it could still be a UFO, so maybe I should consider it a Class C UFO like the other one. But these are the two UFO reports from November 2014. I just want to go into them and my thoughts on them. So that's my video on this, so see ya.